Yeah, so bear with me, I'm just freestyling, but this is pretty cool. Um, I was looking into what the Lord would have been saying to Moses and Elijah on the mountain. So, yeah, as we look here, this will be cool for the preterists, they like this bit here. But I tell you of a truth, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the kingdom of God. Alright, just for my preterist friends, these are the people that are here. And it came to pass that 8 days after these sayings, he took Peter and John and James, and they went up to a mountain to pray. Okay, so John, who's John? John's a fella who seen the kingdom of God and then wrote about it, and he called his book Revelation. So John was standing there, and he also seen the kingdom of God. Alright, now we have a look at Mark. Verily I say unto you that there be some of them that stand here, which shall not taste death till they have seen the kingdom of God come with power. Alright, so that's a little bit different. Then we go to Matthew. There be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. Alright, so as most of us that have been following along with the 14ers and that, we know the different timelines. So Luke is speaking of the pre and the workers and all that sort of stuff. Mark is the left behind church during seals, and then you got Matthew goes into trumpets and is about Judah. So yeah, so that's the differences we got there. Now let's read down a bit more. And as he prayed, the fashion of his countenance was altered, and his raiment was white and glistening. And behold, there talked with him 2 men, which were Moses and Elias, who appeared in glory and spoke of his decease, which he should accomplish at Jerusalem. Let's have a look at this word here. It's a bit cool. Exodus. Departure. One's final fate. Depart from life, to cease. Death. Departing. How cool is that? But Peter and they that were with him were heavy in sleep. And when they were awake, they saw his glory and 2 men that stood with him. So kind of wondering how long they were asleep for. And it came to pass, as they departed from him, Peter said unto Jesus, Master, it is good for us to be here. Let us make 3 tabernacles, one for Moses and Elias, and you, not knowing what he said. While he thus spoke, there came a cloud and overshadowed them, and they feared as they entered into the cloud. Right, so these guys entered into the cloud, and there came a voice out of the cloud saying, This is my beloved Son, hear him. And when the voice was past, Jesus was found alone, and they kept it close. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Someone else maybe help me with that. And told no man. Oh yeah, so they didn't speak about that to anybody. Now this one, his raiment was shining exceedingly white as snow, so as as no fuller on earth can whiten them. And they appeared unto Elias and Moses, and they were talking with Jesus. And Peter said unto Jesus, Master, it is good for us to be here. So they never fell asleep here. There was nobody asleep. They were awake. They were sore afraid, and there was a cloud that overshadowed them, and a voice came out of the cloud saying, This is my beloved. So this lot didn't enter the cloud. And suddenly, when they had looked about, and they saw no man anymore, save Jesus only with themselves. And as they came down from the mountain, he charged them that they should tell no man of what things they had seen till the Son of Man were risen from the dead. Okay. Now, Matthew, after 6 days, Peter, James, and John, same mob, and he was transfigured before them. His face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as light. And behold, there appeared unto him Moses and Elias talking with him. While he yet spake, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them, and behold, a voice out of the cloud which said, This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. So they didn't go in the cloud either. And when the disciples heard of it, they fell on their face and were so afraid. And Jesus came and touched them and said, Arise, be not afraid. So the Son of Man just came. And then they lifted up their eyes and saw no man save Jesus only. And Jesus charged them, saying, Tell the vision to no man until the Son of Man be risen again from the dead. Well, that was in red letter writing, and they kept saying to themselves and questions no one. See, so Jesus didn't have to tell them. In this one he tells them. It's red letter. You'll notice it's not red letter. Jesus doesn't have to tell them there. Alright, so now in saying so, Exodus. Wonder what he was telling Moses and Elijah. Maybe it was here. So Moses and his assistant Joshua climbed up the mountain of God. Told the elders to stay here. And Moses climbed up the mountain and cloud covered it. And the glory of the Lord settled down on Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it for 6 days. And on the 7th day the Lord called out to Moses inside the cloud. To the Israelites at the foot of the mountain, the glory of the Lord appeared in the summit like consuming fire. Then Moses disappeared into the cloud, and he climbed high on the mountain and remained in the cloud for 40 days and 40 nights. That's why I'm wondering how long they were asleep for. So, is there a chance that this is when Jesus was talking to Moses? Now you have Elijah. Now Elijah went and climbed up a mountain. Elijah at Horeb. He came to a cave and he just stayed in there. So God's outside the cave there, cruising around doing stuff, blowing and carrying on and doing things, and comes back, and this would be Jesus here that comes in here. And the Lord said unto him, Go, return thy way to the wilderness of Damascus. When thou comest, anoint Hazael to be king over Syria, and then son of Shall the anointed of the king over Israel. Now in my book I've got a KJVER, and it's got red letter writing, so all this stuff is in, you can see it in red letter, which is pretty cool. So what he does is he passes on, he goes and gets Elisha now. This is where he gets Elisha. So Jesus speaks to him here, and then off he goes and gets the next group of people. So this is like SEALs, where the teams change hands. And Exodus, Moses, Moses passes it on to Aaron. Right, so the same sort of thing there. So both of them are getting their instructions, preparing to change over for different teams. And so anyway, that was my freestyling there. So just if anyone's got anything to add, that'd be pretty cool. Alright, God bless.